Good morning. Welcome to day 18 of Read Indie RPGs. Today, so a little bit of a preamble. I'm not a huge comics person. I read superhero comics when I was a kid, but I didn't really get back into them until around about the Vertigo line started up with DC. Comics like Hellblazer, Sandman, that sort of thing. And so that was um, that's my comic book experience because it tied in a lot with a lot of the fantasy and urban fantasy that I was already reading, and I loved it a lot. So I came across this game called Oathbreakers, which is right up my alley. Our world of magic. In the story we create together, magic is real. Magic lives and breathes and hides in plain sight. The neighbor's cat is a familiar that speaks when you're out of earshot. The kindly old woman down the street has been making alchemical wonders. Your childhood friend is an expert ritualist and hopes to become an arcane royal one day. Oathbreakers is a game inspired by the urban fantasy genre and Vertigo comics from the 90s, and offers your own playground to create your own wild and feral stories with friends or would-be friends. You play as an arcanist, one who breathes and harnesses magic. You are part of a secret magical community. You can see what the mundanes cannot. There are more worlds than this one. There is the world beyond, where beings of pure magic, familiars, and fey creatures dwell in between dimensions. There is the underworld, where demons, werewolves, and vampires stalk the night and mingle in nightclubs. But above all these worlds is the world of magic. Your world. You and your fellow arcanists rewrite reality, perform your rituals, and revel in your magic. But then there is the conspiracy. A shadowy organization of arcanists who seek to manipulate, control, and bleed magic and those who use it. And you have angered them. You have been cast out, declared oathbreakers by those too foolish and prideful to see the conspiracy for what it is. No one will believe you. You only have each other. Together, you must gather enough clues to destroy the conspiracy. You must break the conspiracy before it will break you. This game is probably one of my favorites. Ongoing campaigns that I ever run was a modern D20 campaign that I actually set here in my hometown of Edmonton. I love urban fantasy as a genre, and I love playing in it. There's just so much meat there that I really love playing around with. And Oathbreakers is definitely firmly within my wheelhouse for that. It is a wonderful game if you grew up reading, or even if you've gone back to reading them now, the Sandman comics and Hellblazer and I'm blanking on other names, but anything Vertigo related. This will be a game that is definitely something you want to play. I don't think I mentioned off the top, this is a game by Jamila R. Nedjadi of Sword Queen Games. They've also have another game out right now called Shitty Adventurers, where you can play the worst adventurers trying to get by. And they also have a number of other wonderful little games right now. Cozy Town is a very nice little game to play with your friends. And they also have a game Interim, which is delightful. I will have links to all of their stuff in the show notes down below. But yeah, if you want to play in a world of magic, very much like your own, just slightly different and or better, then this is definitely Oathbreakers is definitely a game you should be picking up. But that's been our day 18. I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. I hope you will too. Be good to yourself. Be good to other people as much as you can. Be kind, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.